Japan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield.
Oh, he's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the game springs instantly to life.
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Speed of thoughts, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Great chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Irwin with the short one. Chance, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. McAllister has it in a wide position. McAllister puts them all in. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Elise aimed beyond the defence. Rummenigge! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Oh, sweet feet. And the shot! Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Lopez. And he's picked it up out wide.
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rashford. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets, looking for options for movement. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Showing good feet. Rummenigge stood his ground strongly. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Neymar. That's going to go a long way. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Japan get their fourth corner. Irwin plays it short. And this is Neymar. And the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
And it's Rashford. Threads one in. And he shoots! They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Look at the space here. Irwin. And he's had a hit. Too close for comfort. Rashford. That's Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. McAllister out to the right. Mendes deals with that comfortably. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Japan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's forced to go back. Baresi. Neymar. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good-looking ball. And he's worked it through. And he's straight offside. Rijkaard. And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
There's the cross-field ball. Now it's Elise. And it's Rijkaard. This might spell danger. Goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. This possibly the last play of the half. Irwin goes short. He is just caressing the ball. And he's got his cross in. And he's... Oh, shooting chance! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's heaved it away. Pinches it off him. Irwin. Elise. Rijkaard. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, delightful ball. Khan claims comfortably. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rijkaard. Nicely spread. Now it's Elise. Elise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. McAllister. And it's Rijkaard. Good read, needed to be. Rummenigge. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Lopez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Your impression so far, Jim?
Japan are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Neymar. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Neymar. Rijkaard. This looks promising. He might be in here. Shot at goal! They've scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Wirtz picks it up out wide. Wirtz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Decent chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Japan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Rashford is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. That's tidy. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Wirtz defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, football is a simple game, complicated by footballers. Why doesn't he slip that to the right?
He's beaten the... Tries a shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
Barcelona making another change here. Wirtz taking his leave here, having got himself on the score sheet.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
5 minutes left on the clock. He's gone for goal! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Rummenigge usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Van Dijk. And it's McAllister. Oh, it's a great ball here. Danger averted for now. They get a throw in. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. That's very neat. He's in a great position here. Tries to pass. Chance! Goal! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And that is that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. McAllister claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. It's anyone's ball now. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Olise. Showing good feet. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, shooting chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Baresi, a key player here, and not just for tactical reasons. This is his 400th appearance for the club.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible. He made a commitment to this team, and he has honoured it by giving his all, week in and week out. A proper stalwart.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Upamecano, and it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. Dani Olmo, good read, needed to be. Still goalless. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's shifting through the gears here. He is just caressing the ball. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Looking to play him in. Shoots! He can get that clear. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. And here's Dani Olmo, looking for the run, and the flag has stayed down. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lovely feet. Now it's Olise. He's going for goal! Just too much. Fractions.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Hakimi. And it's Messi. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McAllister in acres of space out wide, and that's gone loose. Rijkaard. And he goes cross-field. Irwin. Now Neymar. Van Dijk calmly anticipates, and they can counter here. And it's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is... and the shot! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
That has not gone well. Neymar. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Neymar, and the counter is on. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch. He's having a shot. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. McAllister. Olise. Great ball, and he's in here. That's good play. Big chance! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust.
And a chance! He scores! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rijkaard. Madrid looking to pass their way through. That is a brilliant interception. Rashford. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Elite. Now it's Neymar. Out to the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Rashford. Gets into some space. Cross in. And that has been cleared. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Nice interception, well timed. Dembele.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
And Upamecano. And it's Hakimi. Now, can they get him away? Barres. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. Swings in across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Neymar looking to add to his goal. He has found the way through. Neymar. Oh, sweet feet. Hangs one in. Japan still have the cards to affect this game. And he has shown him a yellow card. Japan making another change here.
Cambio de jugadores.
Van Dijk. Japan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Robertson. In with the challenge. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Robertson. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Serginho. He's a sharp little ball here. And the shot! Tries to get it clear. Beckenbauer. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, it's Park Ji-sung. Great vision. Oh, that's fabulous. Incoming delivery. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Can he spark a counter here? Robertson. And the finish! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Rijkaard. Messi. Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now can he find a finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. What a throw in. Madrid have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot, surely!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Irwin.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
4 extra minutes added on. That has been slung wide. Park Ji-sung receives it in a wide position. And this is Neymar. Can he finish? And yet another chance goes to waste.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9.
Madrid making consecutive changes here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And it's Kukçu. And that is expertly dealt with. And there goes the final whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back. There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
I'm surprised by your assessment there.
One of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Now it's McAllister, swung over. Now it's Elise. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Lovely feet. Goes for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Japan with the corner, they're first. Irwin plays it short. Hakimi clears it away. And it's Neymar. He's cut it out. Still goalless. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Serginho. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he skips past his man, and he was quick to react. McAllister. Now it's Rashford. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Rijkaard. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. De Bruyne gets across to intercept that, bops him off it and wins back the ball. Beckenbauer. And it's McAllister. Neymar is having a shot! Oh, crossbar! Neymar! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Hakimi. Now it's Mbappe. Neymar. Serginho. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Irwin. Elise is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And it's Rijkaard. Played out to the left flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's McAllister. Might be danger. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 24, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Japan have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Danielson will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Balde just loves to go forward whenever he can.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Can he get it through? Nice control. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This chance for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pedri. He's played it back. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's picked it up out wide. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Great skill, that's nice. De Bruyne shifted it to the flank. Brilliantly cut out. Irwin clears.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Neymar! Oh, it's hit the post. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Japan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Now it's McAllister. Serginho did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
No, that's been intercepted. And he's gone searching cross-field. Neymar tries to pass it through. Elise tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Played out towards the right wing.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Neymar. It's a really well-measured ball. Mbappe! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Elise. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Neymar. Elise. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. There's a sharp little ball here. Serginho's cross. Cleared away. And the shot! And that has fair fizzed.
Balde clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Rummenigge, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's come back to the keeper. Beckenbauer. Irwin. Now it's Neymar. And it's McAllister. Tries to play it through. There's the shot! It's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Number 24, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Coming on to replace him is number 19, Beckham. Substitution in progress.
Japan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
It's a promising position. Can he get onto this? Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Kukçu. Spread out to the left. That's Park Ji-sung. Messi. Real chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Borussia Dortmund making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Danielson.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Balde. He's picked his way through. McAllister. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Araujo. And we're done. Japan are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Rummenigge picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
A little lost today.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
This stadium.